And how much do we allocate for Nicki Minaj?
I spoke to her people and we agreed on $2 million. A little extra for travel and security, but prepare a check for $2 million.
These sellout rappers are one of the reasons why a lot of black folks don't trust these rich black celebrities. Because they'll do anything to get in with these rich, wealthy white crowds. Like Nicki Minaj, 50 Cent.
It's done, it's cooked, it's officially out there. Nicki Minaj fans, this is the moment nobody wanted but everybody saw coming because leaked emails and bank records are now exposing Turning Point USA for allegedly dropping a $2 million payment to Nicki Minaj. And suddenly, that viral rant where she went hard on Democrats and blamed them for ruining the country is hitting way different. This wasn't some random political glow-up or spontaneous awakening. According to what's being leaked, this whole shift came after weeks of Nicki openly shading high-profile Democrats, including California's governor, slowly building momentum toward a moment that now looks less authentic and way more transactional. The timing is loud, the pattern is clear, and the paperwork is what really has people talking. Now the internet is...
You had some fun words for Governor Newsom. I have to read these tweets because they're amazing and they are so funny. Okay, first one, we'll do this one. Unless you want to read it in your own voice. I think it'd be really great. Okay.
Oh, Gabby Poo, it only gets worse from here for you, buddy. It's the end of the road for you, my love. Get on the nearest jet ski and let that beautiful hair blow in the wind. It'll make you happier than this race that you will not win. Enjoy life. Peace.
Okay. One more. Why
not? Imagine being the guy running on wanting to see trans kids. Haha, not even a trans adult would run on that. Normal adults wake up and think they want to see healthy, safe, happy kids. Not Gav, the Gav nots. Gav not in, Gav out. Send in the next guy, I'm bored.
Eyeing everything. Why is Turning Point USA suddenly throwing around this kind of money like it's pocket change? And why Nicki, of all people, stepping into this lane? People are asking the uncomfortable questions. Is this a cash grab, a strategy move, or a sign something behind the scenes isn't adding up anymore? Let's be real.
So with regard to the current administration, what has been maybe the biggest surprise for you, or something that you just really has been put on your heart that you've learned about our president and our vice president?
Well, I have the utmost respect and admiration for our president. He has, I don't know if he even knows this, but he's given so many people hope that there's a chance to beat the bad guys and to win and to do it with your head held high and your integrity intact.
Turning Point USA featuring Nicki Minaj was not on anyone's 2025 bingo card. But when a $2 million check enters the chat, suddenly the impossible starts looking very possible, especially when that appearance was quick, calculated, and gone just as fast as it showed up. Now here's where things really went left. The drama popped off a few days ago at the Turning Point USA Amfest when Erica Kirk randomly brought Nicki Minaj out as a surprise guest, and people were instantly confused.
So why now have you been involved with speaking about politics. What was kind of the turning point for you? Yeah.
What was the turning point? Well, I just got tired of being pushed around. Yeah. Sometimes you just get tired of it, and then you realize, wait a minute, I have something inside of me that's stronger than what's out there. That's right. So when you've had enough, you realize, wait a minute, why do I even care about these people and what they think? Who are they? They don't even know who they are. So I'm not going to back down anymore. I'm not going to back down ever again.
Amen.
The pairing felt off from the jump because, as far as anyone knows, they don't even have real history like that. And then it got uncomfortable fast. Nicki grabbed the mic and suddenly shifted into full political mode, bringing up Donald Trump, and let's just say the crowd reaction was mixed at best. One of the first things she and Erica touched on was Nicki's recent tweets aimed at Governor Newsom, and Nicki had zero hesitation reading those tweets out loud like she stood 10 toes down. By that point, it was crystal clear where she stood politically.
For boys, be boys.
Amen.
Be boys, it's okay. Be boys. It's nothing wrong with being a boy.
Amen.
How about that?
Amen.
How powerful is that? How profound is that?
Amen.
Boys will be boys, and there's nothing wrong with that.
She went on a long praise run, hyping up Trump and JD Vance, calling them impressive and attractive, which had people side-eyeing the whole moment. Then came the comment that really made folks uneasy. Nicki compared JD Vance to an assassin, and that statement landed awkward, especially considering sensitive personal history connected to Erica's family. The room got stiff, the energy shifted, and the vibe just wasn't it. Nicki can support whoever she wants, period. But the heavy praise hit different for a lot of people, especially given everything swirling around Trump lately.
These sellout rappers are one of the reasons why a lot of black folks don't trust these rich black celebrities, because they'll do anything to get in with these rich, wealthy white crowds. Like Nicki Minaj, 50 Cent. It's over.
That context made the moment feel messy, tone-deaf, and poorly timed to say the least. Now this part got people really talking. Some folks online started speculating that Nicki Minaj relates to certain political figures because of personal experiences connected to people in her life, and that alone had timelines buzzing. It's one of those theories that makes people pause and side-eye, even if nothing is confirmed. Then Erica straight up asked Nicki why now was the moment she decided to speak so openly about politics. And according to Nicki, she said she's exhausted from feeling bullied, boxed in, and stripped of her voice. She framed it as finally standing up after years of feeling pushed around. To be fair, Nicki has been saying for a while that she feels shut out by Hollywood and powerful industry players.
And the part where Nicki called Trump handsome made it very clear that this couldn't have been organic.
Yes. See, dear young men, you have amazing role models like our handsome, dashing president.
She's openly called out Jay-Z and Rock Nation before, so that part didn't shock longtime watchers at all. But then the conversation took another turn. Nicki started talking about how she's raising her child, and that's when the internet collectively froze. Fans felt the wording was careless and didn't sit right, especially given how similar phrases have been used online to dismiss accountability or excuse harmful behavior. Because of Nicki's past public stances defending people close to her, that comment didn't land the way she may have expected. Instead of support, backlash hit fast and heavy. Social media wasted zero time dragging the moment, questioning her judgment, and calling the statement reckless. Baby, the internet is still in full meltdown mode. Fans had plenty to say, especially the Barbs, and a lot of them felt straight up hurt. For many supporters, this moment didn't feel like growth. It felt like a sellout move, and emotions were running high everywhere. And honestly, their frustration makes sense. Nicki built a massive part of her career with love and loyalty from the LGBTQ+ and drag communities, so seeing her align herself with spaces that openly clash with those values hit hard. To a lot of fans, it felt like a sharp turn they never signed up for. But when you really sit with it, people started pointing out that the signs didn't just pop up overnight. Folks dug up past moments, including comments during the pandemic that had already raised eyebrows and sparked backlash back then. That infamous viral tweet about a situation in Trinidad resurfaced again, and even now, people say it sounded strange, confusing, and poorly thought out. On top of that, fans also reminded everyone that she previously showed support for Donald Trump during a heated international moment, which added another layer to the conversation. So when Nicki stepped onto a Turning Point USA stage, people felt like the pattern finally snapped into focus. And here's where it gets even messier. Remember when folks said this whole thing might be a setup or a stunt? Well, according to leaked emails and alleged financial records tied to Turning Point USA's accounting, Nicki didn't just show up out of passion or belief. She was allegedly paid $2 million to take that stage, praise Trump, and go after Democrats. As wild as that sounds, the receipts are what sent the internet into overdrive. And in this era, nothing shocks people anymore. But this one definitely made heads turn. Because let's be honest, the whole thing sounded like a script straight out of a Donald Trump and JD Vance fan club meeting. They love being hyped, glazed, and praised. And the moment Nicki started calling Trump handsome, people knew instantly this wasn't some organic off-the-cuff moment. I mean, let's keep it real. When was the last time anyone casually described Trump that way? Drop it in the comments because folks were stunned. And sure, when a $2 million check enters the chat, people start saying things they normally wouldn't. Somebody once said folks do strange things for a little change, and this moment had that energy all over it. But here's the bigger question. Why would Turning Point USA feel the need to pay that much in the first place? And why would Nicki risk her reputation like that? According to insiders, Turning Point USA has been desperate for positive press lately. Between Candace Owens publicly dragging them and Erica Kirk being labeled a grifter online, their image has taken some serious hits. So what's the quickest way to flip the narrative? You attach yourself to a global superstar. Getting Nicki Minaj on that stage was all about optics, headlines, and shock value. But here's where it might backfire. A career and legacy are worth way more than $2 million. And fans are already whispering about money troubles, including reports that surfaced weeks ago about Nicki allegedly facing financial pressure tied to her Los Angeles home. Add in ongoing chatter about legal and personal stressors, and suddenly this deal looks less like a win and more like a gamble. And baby, the internet is watching every move. Now here's where everything starts connecting in a way that has people whispering real loud. According to multiple reports, Nicki hasn't been landing major brand endorsements lately because companies are allegedly nervous about how unpredictable she can be online. So from the outside looking in, it feels like she's getting to the bag wherever she can, even if that means turning her back on parts of her core fan base. But hold up, because the plot thickens. A blind item has been making rounds, and it adds a whole new layer to this story. The claim suggests that another reason Nicki may be pandering to conservative spaces and showing support for Donald Trump is tied to hoping for a presidential pardon for her husband. Emphasis on allegedly, because this is coming from whispers, not confirmed facts. The blind item claims this strategy has been in motion for weeks, and that her recent appearances were less about belief and more about positioning. Fans are asking tough questions now. Does she realize how much pressure this situation has allegedly brought into her life? And why she continues to stand 10 toes down, even when it seems to cost her more than it gives? And let's be clear, Nicki has never hidden her loyalty to her husband, even when that loyalty sparked backlash or risked her career. So for many people watching, it doesn't feel far-fetched that she'd make bold moves if she believed it could protect her family. Now combine all of that, endorsement deals drying up, money stress rumors swirling, a husband who's been more of a liability than an asset, and suddenly Nicki popping up in spaces she once avoided, saying things guaranteed to grab attention. That doesn't scream organic. That screams calculated. If even half of these whispers are true, then this was never really about politics. It was about optics. It was about survival. And it was about doing whatever it takes to stay afloat. So the speeches, the praise, the viral moments, they weren't random. They were strategy. Now, the real question is, will it work? Or will this gamble blow up in the worst way possible? One thing's for sure, the stakes just got way higher, and everybody is watching the next move. Now let me know what you think. Do you believe this was all calculated, or do you think Nicki is just speaking her truth? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video, and I'll see you in the next one.